All right, guys, we are back at it again. It's been a long minute, but we're finally back out. Today we are in the woods, as you can see. It's a beautiful sunny day, warm March day, and I'm gonna spend my afternoon out here in the woods scouting for turkey. Turkey season is coming up here in a couple weeks, and so I'm just out here trying to check the trails, check to see what the turkeys are doing. And today I'm gonna try and do one last hunt for you guys, and do a catch and cook for you guys. So it's gonna be a treat for myself. If I don't sound like myself, that's because I've been sick for the last week or so. And if I sound tired and out of breath, that's because I'm still recovering. But yeah, hopefully today I can find a red squirrel, which is a unprotected species here. And I'm gonna treat myself to a catch and cook. And hopefully you guys get to come along and see how that goes today. So thanks for tuning in. We'll see you guys in a bit. All right, guys, walked around, didn't see too much turkey sign, but did get one red squirrel earlier. And so I'm gonna try and get a field dress, get it cleaned up, and let's get it cooking for you guys. There's a million ways to make squirrel, but today I'm gonna make you guys the traditional Hmong squirrel dish. It's like a squirrel soup almost. There's a whole bunch of variations to this, but this is like the basic variation of making the squirrel dish. So I'll show you guys how it's done. All right, guys, so here's my red squirrel that I shot earlier. And I know that in this country, everyone skins their squirrel. Back where my parents grew up, they ate everything, including the skin. And so when I grew up eating the skin as well. And so what we do is we actually burn off all the fur with either a torch or some kind of flame, and it gets all the hair there burned down to the skin, and then we just kind of wash off the burnt char and we eat the skin with the meat. So just like fried chicken, everything's better with the skin. So just got this torch. All right, so I've got the hair all burned off and field dress. As you can see, nice and clean on the inside. So now all you gotta do is get all this char off of the skin. And well, I guess I could have did this char stuff before I field dressed it, because then the meat doesn't get all this crap on it. But it's all good though. A little bit of smoky char never hurt anyone. But yeah, so all we do is we just scrape the skin off, scrape all that char off, and then you get this nice and golden skin here. All right, I'm just gonna take my squirrel, just gonna chop it into quarters or so, bite-sized chunks, and we'll have at it. So just cut this just like that. A couple chunks there. Go like this. The legs. Got some chunks for the pot. All right, the next thing that we're gonna do is we're just gonna chop up some herbs. This is ginger. Doesn't have to be pretty, just chop it up. Just like that. Ginger, garlic, same with the garlic, just chop them up into pieces. Doesn't have to be pretty. More garlic, the better. That's how I see it. Lemongrass. Lemongrass is also part of this recipe. Again, just chop it up to little chunks. And then we're gonna saute these in the pot first. All right, guys, I brought a little pot here. You know you're authentic Asian when you got this kind of pot. And then some oil. There you go. Onion, garlic, ginger. Stir that up for a little bit. All right, you see the garlic starting to get caramelized. Now you just toss in your squirrel meat. Throw in your squirrel meat and just give it a nice stir. All right, squirrel's starting to cook. At this time, you throw in your salt, black pepper. I also throw in oyster sauce and some chicken seasoning. I got this little mixture right here that I brought from home. Season it up. All right, got some oyster sauce in there, stirred it up, cooking. Got a nice caramel glaze going. Now I'm just gonna add some water just to cover the squirrel meat, and we'll let this cook for another 20 minutes or so, and it should be good to go. Okay, so now you add some water to it. Just like that, and we'll cover it up and we'll let it cook. And then while this is cooking, I'll go ahead and finish up chopping some fresh cilantro, green onion, some chili peppers, and once it's almost done, we'll toss that in there and then we should be good to go. All right, here's my bag of herbs. I actually brought some basil, cilantro, green onion, chili peppers. Doesn't have to be pretty. We're out in the woods. Just rough chop. Some fresh basil. Doesn't have to be pretty rough chop. Some cilantro. Some branch, add some natural branch in there too. And we'll need to add some of these, some chili peppers. Nice and spicy. All right, let's check this out. All right. It's boiling, cooking away. Looks good. Just let this boil for a little bit longer. Some people like a lot of soup, like all the way up here. Some people like it kind of more like a stew, so not as soupy. I kind of like it in between. I don't want it too soupy, and I actually like it more like a stew. Just like to cook it down a little bit, just so it gets a little bit more tender. And then we add in our fresh herbs. All right, here we go with our fresh herbs. I don't know if this is gonna work, but just get that in there. Get in there, get in there. Just get all that in there. Just give it a good mix. There we go. Let that cook for another 5 minutes or so, 2-3 minutes. And bon appetit. All right, guys, here we go. Another update. Looking good. Can't wait to try it. All right, guys. Here's the first taste. Fresh squirrel in the woods. Catch and cook. Try some of the broth. Man, you can taste all the herbs in there mixed together. The fresh herbs, the spice from the chili pepper. Oh my gosh. I didn't eat anything all day either. I had a peanut butter jelly sandwich for breakfast this morning, and that's all I had. So man, I'm gonna get my rice ready to go, and I'm gonna have a quick meal before I go home. All right, guys, this is gonna be it. Thank the Lord for keeping us healthy and safe, and thanks for this opportunity to come back out here, harvest a squirrel, and have dinner. So I'm gonna finish up some food here, finish up my dinner, and head home. So thanks for coming along. Thanks for watching. We will see you guys on the next one.